Hello and welcome to the Underhive. We are back in Eternum, and as you can see here, this is my very first war. I wasn't expecting to be invited because the company in charge of the war, they are a Marauders company, as am I, but they were a different company owning Everfall. So we've just secured Cutlass Keys within our faction, probably a couple of hours before this war was started. But yeah, they've not looked to take Cutlass Keys from us yet. Mainly because the enemy levels are probably just getting to the point where they could start to do the missions in that area. So we're kind of safe for the next few days in Cutlass Keys. But Everfall, the war was declared almost immediately. The war was declared on day 1. This, of course, was the end of day 2 when they'd set it. So I managed to get a few kills, to be fair. And as you can see there, the only point that they need to capture with 21 minutes left is just point B and then break through the gate. But we managed to hold them off at point B for almost the entire game. And I will say, although yes, there are other healers here, as you can see, there's one just in front, there's another one just on the right hand side. I think there's probably 5 to 6 healers in the war for our side. But I think that was just about right. I think maybe even we could have done with another 1 or 2. So I'm glad that I was playing healer and that I was involved. My deaths came from Axe Warriors mainly, throwing in the Rift, getting me stuck in the trap, and then just getting in there with an Execute or something. Absolutely crushed me. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was, I mean, firstly, I understand the point some people have about wars where it's like, oh, well, only the good people get invited, or only people in that faction get invited. I mean, firstly, you've got to consider the incentive of the war, particularly as the defenders. The defenders want to defend. They paid 100 grand or they won a war to get that region in control. So they're not going to want to throw it away on a new level 7 player who could have played all of the betas, all of the alphas, everything, and know everything about the game, or could be a brand new, relatively casual player and not really know how to provide so much in a war. And I will say, I don't think I provided all that much, but I did come mid-table in the end. Now, I will say, having not played a war before, I never bothered to look up what I actually do with the battle tokens. I know they go towards something to benefit the defense, but I'm not 100%. So I saw these guys all sort of huddling up on this left flank and thought, oh, maybe we'll give the big guns a go. Now, we've got a few hits here, nothing major. I mean, I don't know how I didn't hit that guy. The healer obviously wants a pop at me, so we'll back off here and see what they fancy doing. But yeah, I mean, I quite like the turret. It doesn't seem too strong or anything, but it's pretty fun and cool to use. And we start just having some long shots just to use the ammo up. With only 3 minutes left, I probably should have been down the bottom. I don't know if me being down the bottom would have made all that much difference. Obviously, having more heals for the party is obviously good for the warband as a whole. But we get a few shots here anyway. I don't think I get any kills off the back of those. But we did, I think we managed to get 12 kills, which is pretty good for a healer, I think. Not like I was going out my way to get kills. I was trying to keep people alive. But from here, they did manage to push through, so we'll skip to that. They've broken through, but we've managed to hold them in the choke point. I'd say this is probably your most dangerous point, really, because as we are, you can just stand in a firing line, whatever weapon you've got with a ranged attack, and just absolutely shut them out. I will say the nameplates are a bit annoying. I didn't notice that in the beta, but that's probably because I didn't play any wars. And then after the war concluded, we decided we were going to push on Windsward. Now, I don't think we actually want to take Windsward off the Black Legion, which is the name of the Syndicate faction in control. The Syndicate factions seem to want a balanced and fair server. They don't want to dominate everything. So I don't think we're that bothered about necessarily starting the war, but we want to get to the point where it triggers the war just to put them on the back foot and keep them guessing. So we roamed around here as a pretty sizable group immediately after the war. Pretty much everybody that had been involved with the war just got themselves down to Windsward and got on the PvP hype, which, to be fair, is considerably easier when you're rocking a group of 20 or so. I don't think I got all of the missions for this particular run. I think I did the wood. I don't think I picked up the asset. Bit of iron collection while we're here. But yeah, there we are. All the lads down there. Well, lads and ladies, perhaps. But I mean lads colloquially, no gender specifics. So yeah, I think I went and grabbed me extra bit of wood here. And there we have it. The group collected. So from there, we headed over to the fort, claimed the fort. There wasn't any resistance, so I'm not going to show that. And then went back and did it all over again. It was a good laugh for a couple of hours. So as you can see there, I was still so overwhelmed by doing the war that I didn't realize I could check performance and ranking. I wish I'd caught that as well. But I've come number 23 out of 50 participants, so I feel pretty good about that. Which is to say, I don't otherwise feel that good at the moment. You can probably tell I've had to cut a couple of times because I have a bit of a cough going on at the minute. So that's why there hasn't been any other content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the Underhive.